Hello and welcome to method number 2. So this is making money with PLR and this is method number 2. So this is another very good way how you can make money using PLR. Now this is going to be a little bit different, and this is something that I've tried before and it works really well. So this is another option for you should you want to use PLR to start making traction and start seeing results on the internet. So as you know, PLR, private label rights, the way this strategy works is you're going to be using social media in combination with PLR. Okay, now we're not going to be using like actual products and creating sales funnels like I showed you in method number 1. This has nothing to do with creating products or creating sales funnels and making sales. Yeah, this has nothing to do with that. The way this works is you can actually buy bundles of graphics. You can buy things like images, quotes, small video snippets of motivational quotes. There's all different things that you can buy. Now these are normally specifically made and sold so that you can use them on social media, on places like TikTok, Instagram and Facebook and even YouTube. So you've got 4 different, sorry about that. So you've got 4 different places that you can use these. Now what happens is you normally buy a bundle of, as I said, like images, videos, small sort of quotes. And what you do is you use somewhere like TikTok. So let's just, right, so you've got TikTok, you've got YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Okay, now these are currently 4 ways that you can use this strategy. The reason why this works well is because you can post this type of content on these platforms and it gives people short, sharp entertainment. This is short, sharp, good quality content. Yeah, just get rid of this and I'll show you a little bit more. So you're going to be using social media, and the way this works is I'm just going to give you an example for TikTok. Okay, so you create a TikTok account. Obviously you can use it from your phone, and what you do is you download your PLR bundle that you've just purchased from whoever it is. Now this does not, I'm not talking just about the make money online industry. You can use this in a range of different niches. There's all different types of videos, quotes, motivational quotes, all different types of images and stuff like that in a range of different niches and markets and industries. So this is not just the make money online industry, okay? But you are going to primarily use this content to, of course, build some type of following on social media, and then you can start to leverage and use that following, okay, and monetize it. So you can then send the traffic to affiliate offers and products, wherever you want. The most important thing is the initial focus, your initial goal is to build a following on social media, and this is another way that you can use PLR. So let's say you use something like TikTok, okay, and every time you go into your account you post the videos or the images, whatever it is, onto your social media platform. Now I'm going to give you an example here of what I did. This is something that I tested, okay. I purchased, I think it was 300 plus. I can't remember how many there were, but there was over 300, and these were motivational quotes. motivational quotes. This is just one example. This is just something that I purchased myself because I wanted to do a little bit of a test. Yeah. So what you do is you post these motivational quotes onto your TikTok. You can do one a day or one every 2 days. Yeah. Really, really simple. And it comes up like this, you know, with a quote there on your TikTok, and people can obviously like it, they can share it, save it, you know, do whatever they want. Now, of course, you're not going to make money directly from TikTok as soon as you start using TikTok, but the focus is, your goal is to build a following of people. So then you can start to monetize that traffic. You know, you're going to, and this is how you use the PLR products. You can't do this with with any other content. You have to have at least PLR rights, so you're able to use this content to then use it to make money. Yeah. So you could get one quote, you've got enough. So say if you did purchase this for 300 days, 300 motivational quotes. If you did one post per day for 90 days, that's 3 months. Okay, that's only 90. You've only used 90 in the first 3 months, but then you could drop it down to one every 2 days. It's up to you, but you know, 300 motivational quotes from famous people, and people like this sort of stuff. This is something that you're able to do. Yeah, so this is one thing that you can certainly test out, and there are places out there. I'm not going to link out to them and say, right, go and buy from here or buy from there, but if you keep your eye on the marketplaces within the internet marketing niche, you know, Warrior Plus, JVZoo, places like that, you do often get PLR bundles where you get given the rights to, as I just said, lots of a big bundle of motivational quotes, small videos, small sort of videos that are ideal for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, stuff like that. And this is how you do it with this particular strategy. Okay, I'm going to give you another one. Let's just get rid of this screen and we'll go new. Open up a new screen. Right, no. Right, another one is, this could be 10-second videos. Because if you're going to be on TikTok, yeah, people's attention span is very low. So 10-second videos, you can buy PLR rights to these videos. And again, the videos can contain lots of different stuff. It depends what niche you go into. Now, please don't think that, well, Paul told me that I need to only use videos that are 10 seconds. You don't. You can, of course, use videos that are longer than that. But this is just an example. I've seen many bundles that you can purchase where they give you videos. And again, I think some of them are like motivational quotes coming from famous people or you know, semi-famous people. And there's like a 10 or 15-second video, maybe with a bit of music, stuff like that. There's so much stuff out there. Just have a look around the marketplaces and go maybe purchase some and test this strategy out for yourself. So you could have 10 or 15-second videos, post them to your Instagram, okay, on the front like that, and then you're going to start to build a following of people. This does take a bit of testing. Yeah, it depends what market or what niche you go into, because there's lots and lots of bundles that you can buy in a range of different markets and niches. So it's just a case of, you know, which niche you want to go into. Perhaps you've got a little bit of interest in things like health and fitness, or maybe motivational quotes. Just depends really what you really actually want to buy. So have a look around, see what you can find, and then you can go and buy the bundle and then use it as I've just described. Another example, okay, is going to be images. Images is actually a good one because they're nice and simple. You just upload an image onto your TikTok. Now the images could be one of the things that I've always liked is, you may get these YouTube videos, you may have seen one yourself in the past, when they go through, it's like a big slideshow and a little bit of background music, and it shows you all of these really beautiful and exotic places that you can sometimes live or just visit in the world. All of these really bizarre sort of places, you know, around the world. And some PLR bundles, you're able to get these images of each of these exotic places, okay? Hundreds, if not thousands of them. So what you could do is just post an image every single day with maybe a little bit of background music, yeah? So again, this would probably be more sort of like travel niche, like the travel sort of market and industry. And it's very, very big. People love things to do with travel and traveling around the world and different exotic locations and lovely sort of like scenery and different destinations. So again, that's another great idea. You could do that. So you've got motivational quotes, you've got images of different locations, you've also got different sort of objects. I've seen many PLR bundles where you can actually buy lots of different images where you share these really bizarre images. They're normally things that are just really out, you know, extraordinary, out of this world. Things that most people would look at and go, wow. There's lots of things, you know, I'm sure you've seen lots of images before online. Just things that people share, you know, and you look at them and think, wow, that is unbelievable. So imagine if you had 500 images like that and you could share one per day, and within a couple of months you could be building yourself a following of people. Yeah. Of course, you do need to look at this. I would say have a little bit of a plan before you go into a particular niche and buy the PLR bundle. Have a bit of a plan and think, well, how can you monetize this moving forward? So before you just dive in, yeah, just think about how you could monetize. Imagine if you had maybe an Instagram account that had, you know, 10,000 followers, or a TikTok account that had 50,000 followers, and you were sharing certain images to your TikTok account every day and people were really enjoying the images. Think about how you can then monetize the people on your channel that follow you through your particular niche, whatever the niche is that you choose to get into. Obviously that will then depend on what type of PLR bundle that you purchase. I can't, of course, cover every single angle and every single thing that you could possibly choose from, because we'll be here for hours. But I've given you a few different examples. So you've got short videos, motivational quotes, you've got lots of different scenery, really exotic locations, images, different objects that you could share on there. Maybe music. Music can be, you know, a good one, but I don't really think that that's a brilliant idea, to be honest, because there's a lot of copyright issues when you start uploading videos with music that you don't own the rights to. So I would stay away from the music. But there's lots of different options out there. So this is just another money making method that you can use with PLR. As I said, you've got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. Those are 4 different places that you can use at the moment. And this is just another method that you can use. You don't have to use it. It's not going to make you rich overnight, but this is just another idea. And perhaps after me telling you this, perhaps you've got some ideas that you can maybe use in combination with what I've just showed you here. So this is just more firepower for you when it comes to using PLR products on the internet to make money, get more traffic, get more traction, you know, and start to just sort of just see a bit more success. Even if you were to do this as a case study, imagine if you did this 2 or 3 times as a case study. And this is just an off-the-cuff example that I've just thought of right here, right now. You could do this as a case study, okay? Do this 3 or 4 times over each platform. Yes, it will take a bit of time. Yes, it will take a bit of money. You know, not a lot, but it's a case study, so it's more sort of time than anything else. And then launch a brand new product, a case study showing what you did. That would be a brilliant, brilliant product, showing other people how much traffic you got, how you then monetized that traffic you got from your channels. And in the meantime, you're building up your credibility, you're building up your business. You could then even build a bit of a list. So that's just like another example that I just wanted to throw in there. So there you go then. That's another money making method that you can use with PLR. Hope you enjoyed it. Go and use it. It's certainly effective. I've used it a few times before with different bundles that I've had, and you can certainly build up a good following of people if this is something that really interests you on social media. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.